Hi. So, welcome to week 4. So it's a little bit weird because basically, like, I'm recording this a week in advance. And as I'm recording this, like, there's some big question marks right now. One being, we're about to not have class in person for the next 2 weeks because of COVID protocols. I'm going to spend the next week more or less on the road. And so my week's going to be a little bit complicated. So I have to record this now to get it done for then. So I'm going to kind of just walk through what the week I think is going to look like. If there are any changes or updates, then I will either deal with it in the form of announcements that I send out via Canvas, or there'll be some text here with wherever you found this, there'll be an announcement there, something to look for. So just make sure that you're also just reading what I'm giving you instead of just watching this. Okay. So let's see. As of now for you, I'll probably post this on January 23rd, Sunday, which is 6 days from today. Let's see. So this is the screencast. Let's see. Learning objectives. Here's one click link about editing your raw files in Adobe Photoshop. I can't remember if I mentioned elsewhere, but in case I don't, if you are shooting raw in Adobe Bridge, when you double click that raw file, it doesn't open in Photoshop, it opens in what's called Adobe RAW, Adobe Camera Raw to be specific. And so you actually have to go to the bottom of the image and click a button that says Open Image. And then it will open up in Photoshop so you can proceed with all the different steps I'm giving in these tutorials. Speaking of, histograms, levels, curves, super important, that one, because histograms are not only important for you to use levels in Photoshop to help with density and color, etc., but more importantly, they are a way that you can assess the histogram of every image as you shoot. You can look at it on the back of your camera to know if you are getting a proper exposure or not. How do you learn how to do that? Well, watch that. Watch that screencast, and I walk through how histograms work. And then after that screencast, start looking at that while you shoot to ensure that you are getting a proper exposure. Also, within the week's post, steps to completing the Order Out of Chaos assignment. That is due February 4th. When is that? Oh, that's not until the following week. Okay. Yeah, Order Out of Chaos. That makes sense. Yeah. Let's see. How to make contact sheets in Adobe Bridge. So that's a little tutorial for how to make contact sheets. It's an old video, but it's all the same, so I just left it alone. Scavenger hunt review and highlights. So here's the deal. I can't do that until the assignment comes in. The assignment comes in... When does that assignment come in? January 21. So this week, during the week, that assignment will come in. Thursday, 21, that's Friday. So what that means for us this week, 21. Okay, so it means that by the time you've seen this, it's already come in. We've already worked through the problems. But I will grade that assignment and put together a screencast of that assignment when I get back. And so also week 4, there will be a review where I walk through that assignment, and I will give you a PDF of highlights for that assignment. I can't make them yet because they haven't come in yet because I live in the future. It gets confusing. Let's see, things to do. You've got a tech quiz. So for week 4, instead of a normal participation and attendance quiz, I'm giving you a tech quiz. Now, the one thing to think about with this is if you're watching this intro, then you now know that I'm going to let you take it twice. and the best score will replace both scores, okay? So we'll do it week 4, and then week 5, I will turn week 4's results into a review session and then let you do it again. So know that, because you're going to bomb it the first time around, probably. That's, you know, it's nothing personal. It's just how it works. So welcome to learning. Other than that, let's see, I also give you a full stop chart if that, you can use it to help you as you take that quiz. And picture talking number 2. On the syllabus, it mentioned that I was going to give you an assignment called the list. I'm not going to give that to you right now. Let's just slow things down a little bit. So I'm going to give that to you next week. But what that means is that everything now is changing, okay? So up here at the top, there is a post called Where We're At, Where We're Going. That'll be visible by the time you see this. It's currently hidden. But the idea is that I'm going to start deviating away from the syllabus a little bit, frankly, to make things easier for you, not harder, okay? And so you can always look at this Where We're At, Where We're Going post to just figure out where are we and where are we going to go. I'll always keep it at least 2 weeks out so we know what's coming, okay? So the only slight change I've really made right now is regarding that assignment, the list. Instead of giving it to you this week, I'm going to push it off one more and give it to you next week, week 5. That's it. That's all that's happening. I think, let me just check my notes. Let's see where histograms, clarification, let's see, picture talk number 2. Oh, 2 other things. 1, grading. Like at this point, what? You've just received grading for the first time. One thing I want to stress is don't passively just take whatever any instructor gives you and just think like, oh, okay, that's it, right? Like if you've got questions about the feedback that you've been given or the lack of feedback you've been given, if you need clarification, if you want to understand your grade, talk to me. But it's not just me, it's all of it. Like, don't feel like you have to just passively take, it's especially important now in Zoom school times when it feels like you're watching TV and being judged from, you know, a ghost. So anyway, hit me up if you got questions or you want more clarification, or if you just want to talk about an assignment that you've turned in or a problem that you are having, rather than just whatever feedback I give. I mean, I'll give you feedback for everything, but still, if you need clarification, hit me up. The one other thing I want to mention is as we get into the Order Out of Chaos assignment and all of our future photo assignments, sometimes the files are going to be kind of large and they might take a while to upload. So if you have bad internet, meaning, you know, sometimes students live out in the country, for example, and have really limited internet, you may want to plan for that, okay? Like I literally, sometimes my family has a place out near the coast and I work from there oftentimes. But I also know that if student assignments are coming in, or if I need to give my students something, I can't do it from where I live out there. I have to drive into town and park outside the McDonald's or the food carts that are near the hardware store in Tillamook. And then I can work from my car, and that's enough bandwidth for me to get the stuff done. So you may want to plan ahead if that's applicable to you. You can also hit me up with an email and I'll talk about some other ideas for how you can both turn an assignment in but maybe not have the same kinds of problems. Meaning, I guess I'll just say, what I'd have you do is upload all of the web versions, all of the contact sheets, and then a limited number of master files. You'll still have to make the master files, but you wouldn't have to upload all of the master files because that's where the bulk of the bulk is. That's all. Hope you're well. Hope I'm well. Hope we're both well. Hope we're all well. See you soon, hopefully.